that music. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all around the world. Tonight, we are celebrating our July release party. We missed a June release party, so I think everybody's chomping at the bit to see what we have going tonight. We've got several of our illustrators waiting in the wings to share their brand new stamps and dies with you. And we've got a whole bunch of new things that I haven't even given you sneak peeks of yet to share tonight, along with a brand new kit. But before we get started, let's say hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hey, what are you talking about? You don't have time for me.
Well,
Too much going on tonight.
I know, it's a crazy night tonight. I just wanted to say hello and have you say hello to everybody. It's a little different than our normal Stampin' Chat Lives, right?
Yeah, it's the after-dinner release police.
Yes. I hear something weird in my headphones.
There's some drag races going on.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
They're trying to get home to watch the live.
Okay, I was thinking, goodness, what does that sound? Well, we're going to have a lot of fun. I know we're not doing a word of the day this time, but we will be back on Thursday with our regularly scheduled program, and Tom will be back with his infamous word of the day, right?
The infamous.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is good to see you. Tom will help out by shouting out any questions relating to tonight's release party, and I will do my best to answer them all. So, I just wanted to remind you that if you like tonight's video, don't forget you can subscribe to our channel. First, if you like the video, go ahead and click the like button. And Tom, I don't know if you have that little graphic to show them how to do it. You can just click the like button, and that kind of saves it for you, so you can go back because you can always see your like button. You can always see your liked videos, and then you can click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another video. Okay, so let's get started right away. The first thing I want to show you tonight is a brand new incentive set. So if you're new to Gina K Designs, then you may not know that every time we do a new release, we add a brand new incentive set to our collection. And if you place an order valued at $75 in product or more, you get this incentive set. Now, if you happen to place 2 orders tonight, because sometimes people do that, after you place your first order, you can write in the little notes box, please send me the alternate incentive. This way, if you place 2 $75 orders, you get 2 different incentives. Then if you place a third order, we give you some of our pure luxury cardstock. So you get a little pack of that, which is to die for. I love that as well. But we only show you the new incentive. We don't show you the second one. That's kind of a surprise for your second order. All right, let me show you this one because I really love this. This is called All at Once, All Occasion. Now, we started it with the words all at once because we're doing a series of these stamp sets. So you're going to see all at once holidays, you're going to see all at once, all kinds of different stamp sets that are similar to this one. But you will notice here that all of these stamps are on one base up, which means this is one big stamp. And what you're going to do is you're going to stamp those all at once. And then, if you would like, you can just cut them out with your paper cutter. Using a paper cutter, just kind of push them aside and make them into strip sentiments. But we also have something that you can purchase separately, and this is called the All at Once Greetings die. Now, this All at Once Greetings die will cut these all out at the same time, and going forward, our new All at Once stamps that we're going to be releasing in future months will fit this same die. So you won't have to buy a new All at Once die for the next greeting sets that we come up with. So I'm going to try to demo this later. Pardon me. I'm going to try to demo this later for you, just to show you how it works. And this is just so much fun. And remember, this is yours free with any $75 in product purchase tonight. It will automatically ship. You don't have to put it in your cart, so it will automatically ship to you. All right, and that's before any sales tax or any shipping charges if you're an international customer. So it has to be $75 in product. So all at once, all occasion, our brand new incentive set. Now, I want to show you something else. We have a couple of illustrators that can't be here tonight, so I'm going to show you their stamps and their bundles so you can see what they have. So the first one I want to show you is a brand new stamp and die collection by Gina K. Gina is one of our newest illustrators, and I've got this big new remote here that I've got to back out a bit. Let's see, there we go. She is one of our newest illustrators to Gina K Designs, and she draws the absolute cutest critters. She's got this brand new stamp set called Sweet Friendships, and it's got some fantastic greetings, 2 adorable little bears, and then all kinds of little elements where you can create a scene. Now, the greetings are one smile scatters much joy. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. That's from Proverbs. And true friendships gather cherished memories. And then a couple of you I saw were asking, you thought that Gina had a lot of little girl critters, but you wanted a little boy critter. And I think he is just adorable riding his bike. Tom, this is you riding your bike. You don't have a basket on the front, but, you know. It would make a cute card for you, I think.
My head looks that big sometimes.
Sometimes. And this is available in a stamp set only if you just like the stamp sets, or you can get it in the stamp and die bundle. So the stamp set will be on the back and the die set will be here, and you can see which die goes with what because our wonderful graphic designer, Brian, has done these new layouts for you so that you can see all of that. Okay, so that is Sweet Friendships, now available in the What's New category at GinaKDesigns.com. Now for our next illustrator who isn't here this evening. I'm really jazzed about this stamp set and this stamp and die bundle. This is a really cool one by Hannah Drapinski. She has come up with something that I really love. It is kind of the life cycle of a butterfly. So check this out. It's called Metamorphosis. And it's got these huge butterflies that I think are great for art journaling. They're great for scrapbooking. They're great for home decor. And of course, great for cards. And a lot of you have asked for some bigger images for your 5x7 cards. And I think this is going to be a great one for that. In fact, you can use both of these together. But it's got these 2 butterflies, and it's also got 2 different caterpillars. It's got this beautiful flower, and then it's got a lot of greetings that are very, very encouraging and really talk about growth. So we've got some simple ones like hello and with love, but here we have growth is a process. I think that is just a great greeting to send to somebody that's kind of struggling through something. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. And maybe you could put the caterpillar on the outside, and then you could just maybe even mask this off, and it could say, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a, and then open it up, butterfly inside. I think that would be really fun. The butterfly is proof that change can be beautiful, and the wings of transformation are born through patience and struggle. This one is right up my alley. I absolutely love it. Plus, it would be really cool to do some embossing with these. I feel like these are nice, bold images for embossing. Yes, the dies do come with a magnetic board. All of these bundles have a magnetic board inside of them. The only one that doesn't have a magnetic board is if it's just a single stamp, like if it's a cover plate like this. It wouldn't have a magnetic board. And then again, this is the bundle, so you can get just the stamp set if you feel like that's all you want with this, or you can get the stamp and die bundle. So the stamps are on one side and the dies are on the other. Okay, so that is gorgeous. I love that. Kudos, Hannah. And then the third set I want to show you tonight. Okay, I love this one because actually Brian, who is our graphic designer, is also Rena's boyfriend. And Rena and Brian asked us to play pickleball one time. It was probably about 2 years ago, and we played, and it was so much fun. Pickleball is all the rage right now, especially in the retirement communities. So I think, for people our age, I think it's a really good one to have in your collection. So let me show you this brand new pickleball set by Beth Saleka. This is called In a Pickle. And look how cute this is. It's got a net, of course, and then it's got some different pickleball paddles and some balls here. And then it's got the little boing thing for the ball going over. I don't know what that's called, but you guys know what that means, right? And then it's got, you can have king or queen of the court, peace, love, pickleball, eat, sleep, pickleball, repeat, pickling season. I love that. That's so cute. Stay out of the kitchen. I guess these are all terms that pickleballers say to each other. Let's have a rally good time. Pickleball, you could use pickleball is always the answer. Pickleball, cheaper than therapy. In a pickle. Want soft serve? Go get ice cream. Give them a hard serve there. And then ace. And then dink. And I think a dink is definitely a pickleball term. So this comes in a stamp set only, and also the Stamp and Die bundle. It's got the magnet inside, like all of our Stamp and Die bundles do. And honestly, if you know anybody that likes pickleball, this is so much fun. You could even make them a little note card set. It's just the greatest. I love it. Beth, if you're watching, Beth, this is amazing. Thank you so much for bringing pickleball to Gina K Designs. Love it, love it, love it.
All it's missing is a stamp of me running after the ball. Bent over.
Bent over? Okay. Well, now that you've seen some of these sets, we are going to bring in our first illustrator who's waiting in the wings. It is the very lovely and talented Lisa Hetrick. Let's just take a quick peek at her new Stamp and Die bundle, her stamp set and Stamp and Die bundle. It is called Sweeter With You. She's going to tell you all about it. I just love this one. Anything to do with fruit just jazzes me, and I think you're going to love what she shows you tonight. So let's welcome her to the program, Lisa Hetrick.
Hi friends, it's Lisa Hetrick. Hi Gina. Hi Tom. Hello everyone. Thank you for inviting me into your homes tonight, and welcome to our July release party. I'm super excited to share my brand new stamp set with you tonight. So it's called Sweeter With You. So let's dive in and take a peek. Let's go ahead. Okay. All right, friends, here's the new stamp set. It's called Sweeter With You, and it's got a lot of really fun elements in here and a lot of open line images that are going to be perfect for watercoloring, coloring, doing all kinds of techniques. And I'm going to walk you through some of the techniques that I've done, and I've got some really cool inspiration to share. Okay, so the really fun thing about this stamp set is that there's lots of builder elements, and we're going to dive in and take a peek at the builder elements. But I've also incorporated this solid pattern stamp that coordinates with another stamp in my collection. So let's pull that out. Let's take a quick peek. So this pattern that is in the peach, this is a peach, but I'm going to show you other ways to use this open line image to create other fruits. This is the fourth stamp set in my fruit collection, and I wouldn't even call it collection. There is a strawberry set. There are two other sets that have since been retired, and they're probably in your collection, the pear and the pomegranate. And this is also proportioned to go to size really well with those sets. And I'm going to show you some mashups. But the really fun thing about this pattern is I've got this element in a couple other stamp sets in my collection. So all of these things just kind of coordinate together. And this is Wishing You Well. And you can see that I did the pattern here in the boot. And it's really, really fun in this stamp set too. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's take a peek. This is the stamp set. This is the coordinating die set. You can now, as you know by now, you can get the stamp set by itself, and you can also purchase the stamp set with the coordinating die set as a bundle. So let's dive in and take a look at the images, and let me walk you through a few things. So like I said, we've got these big open line images that are perfect for doing lots of different techniques. Copic markers, watercolor, colored pencils, paper piecing, where you're stamping on patterned paper. And I've provided the outer image. We've got the leafery parts that go with it, and you can see how the leaves and the leafery parts connect with the peach, and a little bit of detail for the dimples in the peach. So here's another two-step stamping option that I have. So we've got an open line version of the leaf and a solid, and then also the solid that you can two-step stamp in. So you can do, what I like to create with my stamps, as you all know, is lots of different options to do multiple techniques. And I love doing the two-step stamping because it's like an instant color option right away. Okay, so this big open line peach is a forward-facing peach, and I've got the pattern that two-step stamps into that, and you can see that that pattern just kind of goes over the edge a little bit, and you can use the stamp from Wishing You Well to stamp inside here to create like a two-tone color. And I've got an example to share with you. We've got the blossoms for our peach blossoms, and I also have another large piece of leafery. I've got the sentiments here, life is sweeter with you, and you are the sweetest friend, but all three of those elements are separate in the stamp set. So you can do you are the sweetest, or sweetest friend, or you are the sweetest friend. So kind of fun. Or you can just match up sweetest with something else in your stash, which makes it a lot of fun. Okay, let's dive in and take a look at the inspiration. I'm super excited to share this with you. Now, the reason why I created this stamp set, the inspiration behind this was really having some big honkin' shapes so that you could do some really fun techniques with it. And this peach, even though it's perfect for summer and peaches are alive and well and really tasty right now, you can use these outer shapes to create other fruits, and I'm going to show you how. So this is my first card I'm going to share. This is super fun, just using the petals, using the outer peach shape, the smallest peach shape, and doing some watercoloring, putting Life is Sweeter with You right underneath here, just a really simple card, doing some watercolor techniques. You all know I love watercolor techniques, so I'll be sharing some more in live tutorials coming up. And this is just a really simple, easy card. Look, it's just not a lot of layers, and then just putting the little blossoms and adding a little bit of yellow to it. The blossoms are in black. That really kind of draws your eye down to the black sentiment, adds a lot of contrast, and a super, super simple card. Okay, this is what I was talking about, friends. So I used the blossoms and did a little pattern background in the background, used the sentiment, you are the sweetest. And then I took the peach, the small peach, that small shape, and I mashed it up with Everyday Amazing. Okay, the elements in Everyday Amazing right here are little, looks like this is kind of right here. The seeds from the strawberry set from Everyday Amazing, and just made this look like a really big honkin' strawberry. Just perfect for summer, perfect for all year round. So super fun. Okay, here's another card inspiration where I kind of did the same thing, except I was using that larger peach shape and making it into an apple and creating an apple look to it along with the peach. So an apple and a peach, and I've paired it up with the new sentiment that's coming out tonight. Super fun. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to find out in a few minutes. This is a really, really fun sentiment set that you're going to absolutely love. And just kind of mashed it up here with a little bit of watercolor. Put these two pieces together. Super fun. Peach and an apple. Okay. This card, I think this card is my favorite, okay? I've shared a lot of watercolor techniques. I've shared watercolor and stamping, two-step stamping up to this point. Now this card is Copic colored. Every once in a while, you might not know, I used to teach Copic markers for a lot of years locally here in Maryland at a store called Photo Scraps, probably for 7 years or so. So every once in a while, I really enjoy getting out my Copic markers and my alcohol markers and playing and doing some watercolor techniques with them because I really feel like you can get that effect. I paired the new stamp set up with Everyday Amazing and did a peach and a smaller strawberry. So just kind of mashed up the elements from the two stamp sets. Love this pattern background. So versatile. And just created this really fun card with a little thinking of you at the bottom. Love it. Okay. Here's that pattern. Here is that big honkin' peach pattern. And I've gone in and over stamped in the negative space within that pattern with the little pattern piece from Wishing You Well. Love it. Got this cute little peach with a little I miss you. Just super, super cute. Love it. Okay, now here is another really fun card that I use the outer large shape of the peach and then did a little bit of that rock and roll technique where you're adding color on the outside of the stamp and then adding a little bit of that yellow in the middle to kind of create this really unique peach look. Here is that really large leafery at the top. Super fun, really easygoing card. Love that. And this shape, virtually by changing the colors of that pattern, you can make it be any kind of fruit you want. Super fun. Okay, friends, as with all of my stamp sets, I have a brand new card idea sheet with 8 card ideas for Sweeter With You. This stamp set is super fun. I've done a couple of these in my samples that I shared, and some of them I didn't. So a lot of really fun ideas to share with you. You can grab this card idea sheet in the Gina K Designs Facebook group or head over to my website at indigojadeart.com and click on the freebies and it'll be right there. Okay, friends, let's take another look at the stamp set, Sweeter With You. Sweeter With You and the coordinating die set are available now at ginakdesigns.com in the What's New section. I cannot wait to see what you create with this stamp set. I'm super excited. I'm going to have a brand new card tutorial going live tomorrow, Wednesday at 11:30 with a brand new card tutorial. I'm going to do a super fun mashup with this stamp set. We're going to do a summer fruits watercolor extravaganza. We're going to have a ton of fun. Okay, friends, I hope you can join me tomorrow. Sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the release party. It is amazing. There are so many amazing stamp sets tonight. You're going to have a ton of fun. Thanks so much, friends, for inviting me into your homes tonight. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Tom. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Thank you, Lisa. Your cards are absolutely gorgeous as usual, and I love that Lisa always gives us an idea sheet, which is so useful and so helpful when we're trying to come up with ideas once we get that beautiful stamp and die collection into our own craft rooms. So Lisa's set, like she said, is now available in the What's New category. Now, I saw a couple people saying that they were having trouble finding the card kit and other things. Just make sure that you click the shop tab and then you click the What's New filter that'll be just kind of like right on the side there, and you will see everything that is available tonight. And yes, there is a brand new card kit. That coordinating die set for the All at Once greetings is in there, as is Lisa's beautiful new stamp and die collection. All right, well, now it is time to bring our next illustrator in. She is coming to us all the way from India, and let me give you a sneak peek of her beautiful new stamps and dies. So this is called Smiling Blooms. Gorgeous stamp, gorgeous bundle. If you love the dies, you can get it as a bundle. If you love the stamps only, you can get it that way as well. And of course, there is a magnet in there to take care of all of those dies. So without further ado, let's welcome her to the program, Arjita Singh.
Hi guys, Arjita here. Welcome to Gina K Designs June 2024 release, and I'm super excited to be here joining all of you and having a blast at this release. The entire June release is power packed, has beautiful products for you all, and I'm sure you are going to have a hard time picking up your favorites. So I have a floral stamp set for you which is called Smiling Blooms. It is a beautiful floral cluster. There are individual twigs, beautiful sentiments which you can use and create beautiful card projects for your loved ones. So this stamp set is also fully die cuttable, if there is a word like that. You have dies for every element in this stamp set, which gives even more possibilities to create. So this is a very beautiful stamp set, and the best part is you can use a few of the elements from the past release floral stamps and maybe create and have a very unique bouquet for yourself. So this is the stamp set I'm talking about. It's called Smiling Blooms. Here is this big cluster, and it is gonna fit an A2 card front perfectly. You will have a beautiful solid floral on the top, and you can enhance and elongate it using these twigs which I have. So these little tiny bunches with flowers and leaves can be masked and stamped behind these. You can use them individually on tags, cards, and create those delicate looking beautiful floral cards. And there's this bud. There are some stunning sentiments which I'm going to read once I flip my camera. So this also has coordinating dies. You can cut out all the sentiments and elements, and that really increases the possibilities a notch more. So without further ado, let me show you all the cards I created using this stamp set, and I'll flip my camera and we'll talk about all the beautiful cards. So this is Smiling Blooms, and here you can see that this is a big stamp set. This is a 6x8 stamp set, and it also has coordinating dies which will cut out every element. So the sentiments say, you make me smile, sending smiles across the miles, sending love and happiness, hello, love and prayers, friend, hoping you are doing well, sending lots of love your way, I was just thinking about you. So these are some lovely sentiments which you can use for almost all your card projects, and these are the 4 floral images here. You can use them in so many various ways, and these are the dies. So as you can see, you can cut out almost everything using these coordinating dies. These are the only 3 which you cannot cut, and these are just beautiful to stamp inside the card. So that's it for the stamp set, and now I am going to show you the cards I created. So I've created a few and hope you will like them. So this is the first card. Here you can see this is no line watercoloring. I used this long twig here and colored it using my Daniel Smith watercolors, kept it very simple, and finished it with this cute sentiment on the side. This is the next card. For this, I stamped the image in black ink and colored it with Copic markers, and this is an arrangement I really am fond of in my cards. But you can stamp it in any direction. You can stamp it multiple times, and as I've already told you, this is the kind of mask you need to create so that you can layer the elements and create something beautiful. So this is the second card. Here is the third no line watercoloring card. I had so much fun making this one. I love it, and this is a different orientation. As you can see, you can have so many different ways and orientations of the stamp set. This is the fourth one. This is very loose style watercoloring, and I had a lovely time making this. There are no lines which are visible, and you can just have a very effortless watercolored look using this stamp set. And I finished it with a sentiment stamped in black. Here is another card using Copic markers. Here I made a white colored bloom, and I used the T0 and T2 Copic markers to do the white flowers. They're very simple, they're just few strokes here and there, and that really adds to the depth of this white flower. I finished it with a simple sentiment which says, "Sending lots of love your way." This is another watercolored card. Here I use the longer twig to stamp it twice in a frame kind of a way, and I use the sentiment and the die cut to place it right in the center of this card. I heat embossed the sentiment and it looks very, very pretty. So this is a tag, this is a bookmark or a tag which you can create, and I just used a die from my stash and finished it with a natural twig. This is also a loose style watercoloring. So these are the cards which I created using smiling blooms, and I hope you liked it. I'll be making many more cards using this beautiful stamp set, and I hope you liked it. So that is all from my side today. So that's it from my side, and I hope you like the card projects I created using smiling blooms, and you also like the stamp set. So please go ahead and purchase this. This is now available at www.ginakdesigns.com. And whenever you create anything using my stamp sets, please do not forget to tag me. I'll leave all my social media links down here. You can just tag me wherever you create, and I love to see what all beautiful projects you guys come up with. That really, really makes my day. So thank you so much, Gina and Tom, for having me, and I hope all of you have a very lovely evening ahead. See you super soon. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, Arjita. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous cards. They're always so mind-blowing. And it's funny, I was reading some of the comments, and somebody had commented, "I wonder if Gina can show us how to do no-line watercoloring." And the answer is no. No, I can't. I cannot do what Arjita does. I absolutely can't. But Arjita has a fabulous YouTube channel, so make sure you check her out because she does videos on how to do no-line watercolor. So check out her YouTube channel. Also, I forgot to mention, check out Lisa's YouTube channel too, because she's got fantastic video tutorials every single week for you, featuring her new stamp set as well. So some of you are having trouble finding things. I want to just show you. Let me go to the overhead here for a second, Tom. I want to show you something on my phone here. Let's see here if I can get my zoom in. Okay, so here I'm on the Gina K Designs website, and then what you have to do is you have to click on these little bars and then go to shop. And then you're going to want to, oops, sorry about that. Then you're going to want to click on these little, no you don't. You want to click on the word filter. See the word filter right there? You want to click on filter, and then you want to click on what's new. If you do that, then you're going to see the card kit. You're going to see all of the new bundles. You're going to see there's the cover plate for the new incentive. You're going to see all of the new things that are available tonight. So that will all be right there on that first page in the What's New filter. So if you're having trouble, I would go out completely and then come back in and then try to just refresh your screen, because everything is there. I've been checking it because I've been seeing that people are, struggling a little bit trying to find things, and that is the best way to do it. Okay, another person that has amazing no-line watercoloring videos is Karen Hightower. She doesn't make very many videos anymore, but the videos that she has made are absolutely amazing. So check out her YouTube channel as well. All right, so I'm going to show you the next stamp set that our illustrator is waiting in the wings. You know who this is. This is Melanie Menchinger, and she came up with this fantastic idea called Message in a Bottle. So it's got this bottle, and then it's got a message, of course, that you could put whatever you want on there. There's lots of different things that you could put on this little scroll. But then you can put all kinds of other things inside of this bottle as well. And if you turn it on the side, I saw one of her projects where she made a little wine bottle out of it, but I'm not going to spoil any more of what she has done. So let's welcome her to the program because she's got tons of stuff to share with you. Welcome to the program, Melanie Menschinger.
Hey everyone, Melanie Menschinger here, illustrator for Gina K Designs. Thank you so much for joining us for our new release party. I'm thrilled to be sharing my newest set from Gina K Designs with you, Message in a Bottle. This is one of my favorite sets I have ever done, and I am loving this bottle so much. You are going to be so excited when you see everything that you can do with it. There's also a coordinating set of dies that you can purchase either as a bundle or just get the set itself. I really recommend these dies though, because you will love being able to cut out this little scroll that will go right into that bottle to be able to make all sorts of scenes. You've got little shells that you can put in the bottle or for accents. These little pieces of twine that can either be tied around the neck of that bottle or on the scroll. A little ship to put inside the bottle. And then these really great, I learned this month, these are called blade dies. They only cut to the top edge of an image, and that is going to allow you to sink this little bottle down into these beautiful waves here or into this little border of sand. So I can't wait to show you my samples, so let's get right into it. Here is one that I have done with some innocent pink paper, and this is the Whisper for the mat. So what I've done here is I have just stamped that bottle directly onto the mat, and then I have die cut out a little white scroll here and then put Celebrating You on here. This greeting works for so many different occasions. And then I just added friend and a few of those little die cut shells. So if you want to use a neutral background, just doing a white scroll inside that bottle is really going to make it pop. And it really looks like that bottle is transparent there. The next one I want to show you, I used one of the Fun Sunshine stencils and I've got it sunk down in the sand here. This, again, I wish you could see this in person, but if you do the stenciling on both the bottle and this background mat, it really looks like that is a glass bottle there. I tucked in a happy birthday scroll, sunk it down into the sand using that blade die, and then I put in just a little bit of sea glass there. I have two little heart-shaped pieces that you can use to accent these, and then added one of the little twine bits around the neck of the bottle. You've got one going right and one going left, and this is going to allow you to put that bottle either direction so it looks like it's hanging down. On this next one I want to show you, I have instead got one of the little hearts hanging off of that twine, so you can add the little shells that way and it looks like a little tied accent. Here what I did is I just masked off the bottom of my card with a piece of paper after cutting that blade die, and then just using a blending brush with some turquoise sea ink, and then I stamped that wavy border again and again, tone on tone with the turquoise sea ink. And that really creates a nice little ocean. So you've got the bottle sticking up there. I didn't use any die cuts except for the string and the little sea glass, but I just stamped that scroll right over it. And so you can see the thinking of you there. I also have some little birds in this set, and that is going to be great for creating nice scenes with it. The next one, I want to show off this wonderful ship. So I've got a quote that I found that I really love, and it says, "A ship is safe in its harbor, but that's not what ships were made for." And I think that is such a great encouragement about how important it is to step out of what's comfortable and just to keep going. So here I have got this on a piece of craft cardstock, and what I did here is I just stamped the bottle in some of Gina's white pigment ink, and that really looks like it's a clear bottle there. Then you just stamp in the ship, very simple coloring, just one brown marker and then a white gel pen on those sails. I love these stamps so much. The next one, I didn't use the bottle, but I wanted to show you how you can use that wavy blade die to create some water there for the ship to go in. And so that's another really fun, either nautical card or nature or masculine card. And I use that same greeting. So this is the black onyx, the sea glass cardstock, and this is a sandy beach base. Here is a really fun collage card that I created with the ship, the shells, and then just stamping that greeting, kind of tone on tone with a brown on top of this sandy beach cardstock. and then again, white gel pen for the sails. And at the bottom, I just put the congratulations there. That is from this set as well. This might be my favorite card. I really like that one though with the sunshine though. But this is another one that is going to go with a coordinating set that I have. If you really like to mix and match your sets, just gonna point out really quickly 2 other sets that I have done in the past. My Gifts from the Sea, which has really wonderful ocean themed greetings, more shells, fish, and some kelp. And then this is my window on the water set. And so for this one, I use this wonderful beach scene to create a background for my bottle. So I will be doing a video to show you how easy it is to do this card. But look how beautiful this is. So to create this look, all you would do is just stamp that little beach scene across 2 times. Then you're going to stamp the bottle on top of it, and then you've got the little sand down here at the bottom. Now what I did then is I just covered this up and I did a blended sky with my blending brushes with some wisteria and then some peach Bellini and I believe tangerine twist ink. And then I covered up the top of that scene and did the bottom of it, blended just some sandy beach ink on the bottom. Then I just cut out the scroll with my congratulations on there and just put that right on top and then stamped in some birds. That's it. It is so easy to do. This is a very quick card and I just love how you can see all of that through the bottle. So fun. One more way I want to show you how you can adapt this bottle, and I will share a video, but if you mask off the top of the bottle, you can make it look like it is just an open glass container, and I put those shells in there. Again, this is the fun Twisted Gingham stencil that Gina released last month, so putting that in the background and then putting the bottle over it, you really get that illusion of glass. I love the driftwood that I put in here, and I hadn't put this on any of the other cards, so I just wanted to show you a sample with this. I thought this was really fun with the shells and just arranging it so that it looks like you have just found these things on the beach. I'm such a beachcomber, and I drew this whole set after a really fun trip to the beach to Galveston. Same thing with these 2 other sets. These were done for our summer releases, and it's just the ocean is my happy place, the shore. So I put this on a piece of neutral cardstock here to just look like you arrange them in the sand. So this is just stamped over and over again, that one piece of driftwood. This is one piece popped up, and then I use that fun cockle shell that is heart-shaped. It's just so fun for cards. And then this is called an auger. So I've got shells in almost every room in my house. So I think that's a really fun card to do. Another thing that I want to show you, oh, and I forgot to bring in my wine bottle, but I will take some pictures of it. But I made some tags. So if you want to do a little fruit salad in honor of our release party, or you have some gifts to make, I made both of these tags that you can just either tie on the neck of a wine bottle or use a circle die or a punch to just drape that over the neck of a bottle. And then these are some greetings from the new kit. So we've got enjoy your special day, cheers to another year, and then just colored in to look like wine. So it's really fun. There are so many ways that you can use this bottle. Oh, here is one more that I did. I wasn't gonna show it all of my cards, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it since I still have a little time left. Here is one where I put several of the little sea glass hearts inside the bottle, accented it with a shell. I also just trimmed out one of my greetings, the thanks, and hung it on the little tag along with another heart. And then on this one, I just used a gray marker and just stippled and dotted it all over the bottle to make it look like that bubbly glass. I just think that's such a fun look. So that's all the cards that I have for you this time. I am so excited about this set. I hope that you can see how many possibilities it has for cards of all occasions. I have a color version of this that I will be uploading to our file section of all of the samples that I showed you tonight. And I can't wait to see what all of our guest artists are gonna do and what you are gonna do with this set. So please enjoy. Thanks so much for joining us and letting me share my samples. I really look forward to reading all of your comments and again, just seeing what you'll do with it. So thanks so much for letting me tell you about Message in a Bottle. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Melanie, your cards once again are amazing. I was just watching the comments and people going like, oh my gosh, shut up. That's amazing. Melanie, so much fun. I absolutely love that stamp set. And the sea glass, you guys know sea glass, is very near and dear to my heart because I comb the beaches of Lake Michigan for sea glass and find it every time I go. So I love the idea of making those little sea glass hearts and filling up your bottle or the glass cup. Great ideas. And Melanie is going to have a video. If you haven't subscribed to Melanie's channel, check it out on YouTube. It's Melanie Menchinger, and I'm sure you've seen her in the comments so you can get the spelling of her name. She does some fantastic things over there, and I'm sure that you will be inspired watching her create. All right, well, all of those stamp sets are now available in the What's New category. And I have to tell you that while Melanie was on, I reached out to our IT guy. I'm telling you, One Click Wisconsin, the best of the best. They are actually on the phone with Shopify right now, seeing if we can get a little bit more stretch because you guys are all trying to fit in the door at the same time, and it's like a Black Friday at Walmart. So they are going to do whatever they can to increase our bandwidth over there and try to make a little bit more room so you guys have an easier time checking out. And I already texted Sammy and said, put a reorder in right away. And so Sammy is on it because we know a couple things have sold out. All right, so we are nowhere near done. We've got some really fun things that I didn't show you sneak peeks of, but I want to tell you about this next thing. So you all know my friend Jennifer McGuire and I, we talk a lot, and we talk a lot about ideas. And one day we were talking about what we were going to do for Simon Says Create, the big event at Simon Says Stamp that we just did. And we were talking about all kinds of things, and Jennifer said, you know, I wonder if you could do something like the Wreath Builder, but with stencils. And I went, say no more. And we created something together called the Stencil Builder. Now, the Stencil Builder is a bunch of different templates that you can pick up. They're not super expensive. You can get whichever ones that you want, and you can create beautiful circular designs, kaleidoscope designs, using these stencils. So I'm going to show you the different stencils. Then I'm going to show you a coordinating stamp set. I'm going to show you 2 cards that I made, one with a stencil builder and then one with the Wreath Builder, just to show you how this works. And I'm going to demo just one template, but before you decide which ones you want, I'm going to highly encourage you to go over to Jennifer McGuire's channel after this because she has done an extremely extensive video for you featuring all the different components that are available tonight. And this way you can see what she does and you can pick and choose what you like out of that after you see what she's made with these Wreath Builder templates. So this Stencil Builder templates, not Wreath Builder. So let me show you the different stencil builders that we have. Now, it may be hard to understand because a lot of our staff was even looking at them going, I don't know that I get it. And that's why I say you really got to watch her video. I'll do a quick demo for you so you can see it. But yeah, Jennifer always says this system is like if Jennifer McGuire and Gina K had a baby. This is what it would be, the Stencil Builder. So the first one I want to show you is this one. This is called the Pointed Oval Stencil Builder. Now, this is a actual layering stencil builder. So there's 2 different kinds. There's layering stencil builders, and then there are single stencil builders. And they can be used separately or they can be used together. Now, I'm going to show you a card that I made using this particular design. This was one of the cards that we taught at Simon Says Stamp. So you can see how you can layer what's in here to create a circular design. Now, you don't need a MISTI to use this. This is all you need right here. This package is all that you need to create a design like this. So, you know, I'm gonna show you, but trust me when I say that you gotta watch Jennifer's video first before you decide what you want. Because what I'm gonna show you versus what she's showing you in her video, oh goodness, you're gonna see a lot over there. So make sure when you're done the video, don't leave me yet, because I have a whole card kit to show you too. But afterwards, definitely check it out. So I cut a piece of cardstock here to 5 1/4 inches because that is the size of the stencil builder. So this is bigger than your average wreath builder stencil. So you get these pieces, which Jennifer and I have some plans to show you some upgraded techniques that you can do. So don't lose those pieces. They fell out of your stencil builder. And then you also have 2 of these templates. You only need 1. So why did we give you 2? Because the price was no different to give you this piece or give you the 2 pieces together. So we just gave you both. This way, if you have a friend over, you can stencil build together if you have one of these layering ones. That's why we gave you both. So you just take one of these and you're going to just tape it down so it doesn't move around. I'm sure Jennifer has even a better way to do this. And then what you're going to do is just pop your cardstock into the center. Now, I like to use a little bit of tape. And I'm going to do this super fast because I just want to give you an idea. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this stencil builder template and you're going to lay it on top. Now, if you want to tape it down, you can. If you want to use maybe an acrylic block to hold it in place, you can. If you're using it on a magnetic platform, you can use a magnet to hold it down. I'm not even going to ink up my blending brushes, but I'm just going to show you this really fast. So basically, you're going to stencil into the spot that you want to stencil, and then using a tidy towel or whatever you want. And one thing that I like to do is I like to just have a piece of tape because it picks it up really easily. You're going to wipe it, and then you're going to turn it to the next position in the stencil builder, and then you're going to go on with your next color. So you're going to be able to create these huge kaleidoscopes. Wipe it, and then we're going to go to the next color. You can even just hold it down. You don't even have to tape it down because it's only one little spot that you're using. So you can see what's happening here. I'm just creating a quick little kaleidoscope going around. Now, I really almost didn't want to demonstrate this tonight because I knew Jennifer had this big video, but I also thought that it would be weird for me to show you something and then have you say, I don't even know what that was. Just, to give you the quick idea. And you can see it's so easy to turn. Everything just drops into place. And I keep using a piece of pixie tape to pick it up because it makes it easy. I'm not even going to clean my brush this time. I'll use a darker blue here. Anybody else, does this remind you of like that peacock from NBC? We'll do this. And then we'll do this one right here. So you can see, again, I'm not cleaning the brush, but you get the idea. I mean, I'm not cleaning the stencil, but you get the idea that you can create these beautiful kaleidoscope patterns. Now that is the most abridged version of this that I can possibly show you. This one gives you a layer. So that is how I got these 2 layers in here. I went around a second time with a little bit of a deeper coloring and did the second layer, okay? So check out Jennifer's video for these, and I'm sure you will be impressed. Now, this is the pointed oval one. I want to show you some of the other ones. We have a teardrop. So this is a very cool one. It makes like a flower, big flower with petals. And again, save these teardrops because you can use them for other things. We have this one, which I love. It's called the Dotted Swirl. And this one creates a really cool look. So if you use just one side going around, you'll get even spacing of color. If you go back around with this second one, it'll put a dotted line in between the dotted lines, so then you can do a two-tone effect. And you can mix and match these together. So you may want to add this dotted one over this teardrop. And then the final one, and this was Jennifer's idea, and I love it. She shows you really fun things in her video with this. This is called Raise. Now this one is a solid stencil that will fit right on top of your finished kaleidoscope, your finished circular pattern. So you can add rays of sun, rays of highlight. She's got some neat things to show you with that. And this one is called Raise. Now, if you just want to use this one by itself, you could just put this down and just turn it just by looking at it and make all kinds of sunny rays coming out from the center of your card. So those are the first 4 designs. They're not the last. We've got the dotted swirl, the teardrop, the rays, and that pointed oval that makes this design. Now, I want to show you some other things that go along with this. So, there is a stamp set that goes along with this, and this is called Everything Brighter. So all of these pieces are designed to work with the different stencil builder designs. And just as an example, if you wanted to go around with, say, this design right here, this is what it would look like if you added it into that original stencil builder design that we did. So these are fantastic for mixing and matching with the stencil builder. But if you love wreath building, this also works great for wreath builder cards. Now, we've done a larger wreath builder template. And I am going to demonstrate this larger wreath builder template in the future. I'm not going to show you right now, but it is very easy to use. It does a size that we've never done before, which is the same size as the new stencil builders, the 5 1/4 inch design. Now these can be great for ending up making a kind of kaleidoscope pattern for a 5x7 card. Also great for cutting down and making it an A2 card. If you want to do a big 6x6 wreath card, you can do that as well. And you can use this to add the designs to your wreath, to your stencil builder cards, or you can use the different elements. I had to put some different elements in here for wreath building too. If you like bigger wreath builder cards, you can use it for that. And I made one here just to show you what that looks like. You can see how big that is compared to an A2 card, right? It's just bigger, it's wider. And this can be put on a 6x6 card base, and you wouldn't have such a skinny border. You'd have a border more like this. So if you love the 6x6 cards, this is amazing for that. So I'll be demoing this in another video. It's a lot to take in, but I'll tell you, you're going to love it. And I love the greetings in here. Jennifer and I talked about some of these while I was designing the set. You make the world a better place. You make my world go round. You are a delight, and you make everything brighter, which is so fun with the sun rays and all that other stuff. So that is our new large wreath builder template along with the Everything Brighter stamp set. Now, I know that you saw this greeting here, the Hello Sunshine. We do have 2 brand new die sets that go along with that make this kind of greeting. Now, everybody loved our birthday trio, and you guys have asked me to do more of those. So we did a Hello Sunshine trio, and we did a thank you trio. And I want to show you what they look like when they're cut out and assembled. So this is what they look like. Aren't they fun? So you've got the Hello Sunshine. You can either do the hello in black and the sunshine in color. I tend to like the bold letters in color and then the scripty letters in black, but you can do either way. So Isn't that fun? So both of these, they're separate die sets, the Thank You Trio and the Hello Sunshine. I know Jennifer used this one in her Simon Says Create cards. I used this one. This was one of my cards from Create, and I'm sure she's going to show you this again. Now, we did something else that was really fun. We have this, which is a brand new die set called Layered Sunshine. And this is a great die set to put sunshine elements in the center of your stencil builders. If you have the old large wreath builder template that has been discontinued, none of those sizes coordinate with the stencil builder. So we made a brand new one that coordinates with the stencil builder. So you do, well, I should probably double check that, but I'll double check that. You have to look on the package. If there's a 5 1/4 inch one, then you have what you need. But I don't think that there is. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think that there is. So I don't want to tell you that it doesn't work. But I know that this one works. So I'll have to look and see. Okay, so we have this layered sunshine. And I want to show you the different combinations that this makes. So you can do a sun with a colored base with a little shadow layer and then a stitched circle. You can do this kind of, it's kind of like an ornate sun, you know, it's just kind of bendy on the sides with a plain circle that's stitched without that little layer. You can do the more traditional sunshine with the 2 layers in there. You can do the more traditional sunshine with just the 1 layer. Or if you're looking for the perfect size circle to coordinate with all of these greetings, this is the circle that will perfectly coordinate with all of these. So it'll give you that perfect little border and circle die. Okay, so that's called the Layered Sunshine. And I also think that this would be really fun to make other kinds of cards too. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tom is coughing. He's okay though. Probably swallowed water wrong, like I tend to do a lot. We have some videos of me just absolutely leaving because I'm coughing so much. All right, now that is the stencil builder. Once again, when this video is over, go over to Jennifer McGuire's video and check it out because it's spectacular as always, and you're going to learn so much about extensive stencil building. Now, I want to show you something else. So we finally did it. We finally brought out the Intricate Magnetic Platform. So for those of you that are looking for a magnetic platform for your Intricate, I want to tell you about this. Now we do have more Intricates on the way, so for those of you that didn't get the die cutting machine, we do have more coming. We also already reordered more magnetic platforms because we didn't think it would be so popular with our wholesale accounts, and they just grabbed these. One question that a lot of people ask me is, does this coordinate with the Spellbinders machine? And unfortunately it does not. There's too much room on the Spellbinders machine and their platform is thicker. So it only will work with the Intricate. It may work with a Sizzix machine. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't have a Sizzix machine, but I can tell you that it definitely works great with the Intricate. Now let me tell you about it. Let me get my Intricate. I want to show you this, and let's go to that overhead here. So, okay. So I have my Intricate here, and let me take these plates out. Okay, here they are. Now, normally yours will be wrapped in plastic. Mine are not wrapped in plastic. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here because I feel like I'm too close. Here we go. Okay, so you're going to have 3 plates. You're going to have this magnetic platform. Looks like this on the back. Looks like this on the front. Oh, good, Roxanne. Thank you. So the old large wreath builder also has a 5 1/4. So I think you're good. If you have the old one, you can use that. But if you don't have the old one, then pick up this one if you want to do stencil building and wreath building with the new stuff. Okay, so this is all magnet. This is different than magnetic plates that you have seen before. A lot of the magnetic plates that you've seen before are a base that has little individual magnets in it. Now, those of you that have tried magnetic plates before will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say sometimes with smaller dies, you would put a die down and it would jump to the nearest magnet. And you'd have to try to position your cardstock in a place that the magnet would jump to. We didn't do that with this. This is solid magnet in here. This is a solid magnet. So that means that anywhere on this platform, the die is going to stick and you're not going to have any problem. Now, the sandwich is, okay, so this is the magnetic platform. This is the magnetic cutting mat. This is solid magnet back here. See, it says M for magnet, C for cut. That's how you know which side to use. This magnet touches the magnet, C for cut. And you just stick those together and you'll feel that strong grip, okay? Now, let me get a die that I want to cut. I'm just going to cut. I just have a leaf die here that I'm going to cut. All right, did you see it grab onto there? Maybe I should stamp something so you can really see how it works. I will do that because I wanted to demonstrate this anyway here. I wanted to demonstrate this, so I will do that. Let me get my Misty. And I am going to stamp these greetings for you on a piece of white cardstock. Let me get a piece of white cardstock here. I need a tiny piece. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Here's a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to take this brand new stamp set out of its package and stamp it for the first time in front of the world without it being prepped. But you know, it is what it is, right? We all know what an unprepped stamp looks like and works like. So I might have to stamp it more than once. I'm just going to rub my finger over it to give it a little bit of dullness and try to get any manufacturing residue off of there. Okay, now let me get my black onyx ink pad and I'm going to ink this up real well and I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to use my Chucky tool, but you can use whatever you want. Okay, pretty good. That looks pretty good for the very first time through. I might stamp it one more time. Okay, that looks good. Oh, this is too close to the magnet down there. There we go. Okay, so now I've stamped all of this, right? Let me clean this. It's kind of nice to stamp a whole bunch of greetings at one time. And these are very useful greetings, although I did see a big thread in our Facebook group about all the greetings that everybody wants for future sets. And I will take as many of them into consideration as possible, with the idea that, you know, they would have to be something that the majority of people would want to use. So sometimes we might get an obscure one that I might not be able to do, but I will do my very best to try to do as many as possible. All right, so now I have this stamped, and now we'll go back to what we were working on, the magnet. Okay, let me get this back in the mix here. All right, so we have our magnetic base and we have our cutting mat with the M side against the magnet. Now I'm going to lay this on top and then let me get my die out of here. Okay, and this is just taped on here so it doesn't rattle around in your package, because we're trying very hard. If it's a big set, we're double bagging them now. Our staff is just going crazy trying to make sure that none of the bags break. So, can you see that just grabbed on? Now I'm just going to move it into place. Look at that. Now you can see here, I mean, that's stuck on there, right? It's on there pretty well. I didn't have to worry about where I put it, right? I didn't jump, didn't move. And now you have the B plate, which is a clear plate. You're just going to put that on top. Make sure your die cutting machine is set to die cut. and then I just keep it right in the middle, and you're going to cut. And hopefully, I did it right, and you can see all of these are now all cut out, and you've got a whole bunch of strip sentiments ready for cards. So I'm going to pull those off. Now, one thing I have to tell you, you could use this as a template if you want to make sure that it's perfectly even, and then just drop that plate in there until it clicks. You can save this if you want, but you know, it's pretty easy to line up. And then you've got all of these great sentiment strips ready to go for your cards, and you can just make cupfuls of these. You can also do them in black with white. One thing I want to tell you, I made like, I don't know, 1 million cards for this release, and I was playing with this magnetic mat setup, and this plate did not warp at all on my one at home, and this mat did not warp at all. The mat, it almost can't warp because the magnet is so strong, it just keeps it flat, which is pretty cool. And this, I just switch it back and forth, side to side, and it is a nice thick acrylic plate. So you're going to be seeing me use this quite a bit going forward in my videos from now on. I really like it. It's really, really good. You can emboss with this also. All you want to do is take your cutting mat off and then just use this top plate, and then you can emboss with it. Actually, I'm sorry, that is a big lie. You don't need to do that. You just have to turn the dial to 2D emboss, and then you're going to use it the same exact way. And I'll demonstrate that. Let me demonstrate it now, just so that we're all on the same page. I don't want to tell anybody the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm going to turn my dial. Can you pull me out of there, Tom? I'm going to turn my dial to the letterpress 2D emboss. Okay, it was on die cut, now it's on letterpress 2D emboss. And then I'll just get a small piece of cardstock here. Maybe I can find something that's good enough. Well, you're not even going to be able to see that on that dark cardstock. Let me find... All right, I gotta find a piece of cardstock here that you'll be able to see. So here's a little piece of Lucky Clover. I'll just do this. And I will use this tapestry folder, okay? So you're just gonna put your piece of cardstock into your embossing folder. And again, I've got the plate and the C cutting mat. I'm gonna put that there and this on top, and we're gonna send it through. Now, if it feels a little tight, you can loosen it before you send it through. It might be a little tight, but definitely loosen it. But wait till you see how beautiful it works. And again, still, no, it doesn't warp the plate. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, just loosen it up a hair. I'll try to make some notes as I go forward. I only tested it to make sure it embossed once, and I didn't play too much with it with the embossing. But it works. It's on the box. The information is on the box on how to use it, and it is awesome. Okay, and we have more of these on the way too, because I know these are going to sell out fast. Such a great thing to have. So I'll be using that. All right, now it is time for the card kit. And I have some fun cards to show you. Oh, wait. I'm going to show you one more. No, I'm going to show you the card kit, and then I'm going to show you the very last thing. Okay. I don't see it in here, though. I may not have picked it up, but I have mine that I can show you. So here is the brand new card kit. When this comes to you, it's going to come in this cute little Gina K exclusive card kit box. And this one is called The Good Life. So it has got a beautiful floral set, very delicate lines to this floral set. It's got a layered stencil set, a 4-piece layering stencil set to color in this floral set. Then it's got this stamp set called The Good Life. This one is called Wishful Florals. This is called The Good Life. It's got dies to cut everything, including every greeting in both sets. So you're getting 2 6x8 bundles, and you're getting a 4-layered stencil. Now, I have a little surprise to show you that I am extremely excited about inside of these. One thing I want to show you, and Shelly and I talked about it, you are getting 2 stamp storage pockets in here. So you can store each one of these bundles. We're sending you with some storage pockets to try. So they're coming in this kit. Now I want to show you something new that we just did. Okay, so I'm going to open this one. I'm going to try to be careful because I already have one opened and I don't want to ruin this. But you're going to have your stamp set right here, the Good Life, right? Look at how cute this is too. These images are absolutely adorable. You've got this little hot air balloon. You've got these mixed drinks, all of these fun things that are the good life, biking and music, fishing, laying by the pool, laying on the beach, just a hot air balloon. I love that. Camping, and then all these great greetings. You are my sunshine. Happy birthday. Happy retirement. Thinking of you. Sending you a smile. Enjoy your special day. Hope your day is sensational, and cheers to another year. Then we have some smaller greetings in here that will work if you want to use this with Master Layouts 14, the postage die set, or Master Layouts 15, the postage die set that's 3 across. We have Seize the Day, Hello Friend, Carpe Diem, Relax, and Enjoy. So this is going to go into the pocket. I like to tuck the little flap in, and then we're going to put this inside, okay? Then, are you ready? Okay, so this came about through necessity. Normally, I get my magnets from Stamp and Storage. But Stamp and Storage sent me a message saying that they were very short on stock and they weren't going to be able to help me out this month. Well, that's not going to work for us, right? Because we always give you a magnet with the die sets. So we did a little investigating and we were able to create our own Gina K Designs magnetic boards. So let me show you them. And we did something really neat. Instead of a 5x7 board, this is a 6x8 board that matches the stamp set exactly. It's the size of the stamp set. Now what that means for you is no more struggling how to get all your dies on the magnetic board. Because if the stamp fits, the dies fit, right? So you're going to be able to put all your dies on these magnetic boards. Now one thing you are going to notice, they're a bit thinner. They still work phenomenally well. We went a bit thinner because one of the things that I was noticing was the thick boards were tearing my stamp pockets. And I like to store everything together. So we went a little bit thinner. They have our little Gina K happy design, same as our box here. It has the little Gina K happy design on the back. And then you can put all of your dies on here. Now you can store your dies if you want. You can put them all on the magnet and then slip them in here to keep them safe. And then you can store that in the back of your storage pocket and you will have everything ready to go. And what I would say is lay your magnet out as close as this layout as you can, at least for the greetings, so you know what greeting is where. Okay, now I have my set, which I'm going to show you in a minute, with the dies all on there just to show them to you. But you have the Good Life, and you also have, well, let me show you some cards I made with the Good Life first. How about we do that first? So the first card I want to show you is this one here. I used our Master Layouts 14 to create a little postage card. And I used the Seize the Day and Relax going up the side. And then I used that postage set to stamp the different values, 10 cents, 2 cents, and whatever. And Tom, this card is for you, honey, because it's got a bike. Tom loves a bike. Tom loves a nice cocktail once in a while. Tom's favorite place in the world is at the beach. He doesn't like winter. He loves summer, so it's a sensational card. And then this hot air balloon just felt so free. And it's yellow, and Tom's second favorite color is yellow. His first favorite is orange. I had to use yellow for this, though. Is that fun? So I made this card, and then I die cut the words so you could see that's popped up a little bit. Hope your day is sensational. So I made that. That's my first card. Then I thought, let me zoom in just even a little bit more so my gut isn't in the picture. Okay, there we go. So my second card that I made is a card all about cocktails. Now these don't have to be alcoholic cocktails. They can be fun, fruity drinks. But I used 3 of the different drink images in here. There's actually 4, but this one's more like lemonade. So there's this cute little martini glass, and then this margarita glass, and then this kind of pina colada daiquiri kind of glass. And I made this one, Cheers to Another Year. I used Master Layouts 14 on this too, but I just cut along the dotted lines, so I was able to stamp them all at the same time. You can also use Master Layouts 15 and cut them apart. Master Layouts 15 also has a single stamp die that you can use, but I wanted a shallow one for the greeting, so I just used Master Layouts 14. And I made a fun little Cheers to Another Year. Now you're going to see a little stenciling back there, and I'm going to be showing you that in just a minute. Okay. Yes, Winnie, we are going to be selling our magnets in bulk packs too. We haven't figured all of that out yet. We just got our shipment in time, so we are going to be selling the magnetic sheets in 2 different sizes, 6x8 for our large stamp sets and 4x6 for our smaller stamp sets. That will work with our medium and small stamp sets. Okay. Now, I want to show you my last card that I made with this set. I love this one. This is a happy retirement card. Let me get a drink here. Okay. This is a happy retirement card. I cut out a sunshine from Master Layout 6. Now I'm getting a cough. And then I used these little elements from Master Layout 6 to create the mountains and the cloud and the sun. And then I actually just used an oval die to cut out this little hill out of green cardstock. And then once I got everything onto a piece of cardstock, I was able to just cut it out using a double-stitched double-stitched square die. And I'm going to show you how to make this card in a future video, so stay tuned for that. And then I used our newest Twirl It stencil, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, for behind here to create kind of a little bit of a check pattern. And they're kind of like army colors. I like that. And then I used Happy Retirement, cut it out, popped up the fishing rod, the fish, and the little tent, and the cloud, and the greeting there. So that's a little retirement card. Love it, love it, love it. I love this set so much. It's going to be another one of those like our Just Keep Swimming. We're going to have so much fun with this. And I love having more stamps that work with those master layout sets, because we can't just create a master layout set and then never do anything else with it. You know me, I love to revisit the old. So this is going to allow us to do that. All right, now I want to show you the second stamp and die collection that's in here, and this is the Wishful Florals. So look how beautiful this is. We've got 2 different facing floral designs so that you can use them in different ways. You can kind of create them side by side. You guys have been asking me for bigger things to use for 5x7 cards, and I feel like having one of these in the top corner and one in the bottom corner on a 5x7 card with a big bold greeting would be just gorgeous. So you've got these already done sprays, but then you have these individual images that you can create your own bouquet any way you want. Then it's got a big wishing you greeting, and then you can add wishing you happiness, wishing you peace, wishing you love, wishing you joy. So this kind of feels like a set that's not only going to be great for summer and fall, but I feel like this one would be absolutely gorgeous in reds for Christmas. I love it. And of course, it's got the die set, it's got the magnet, and you've got that additional storage pocket. Now remember, the storage pockets, I'm going to say it again, they're going to be at the very bottom of your box. They're going to be hard to see because they're clear. They just don't look like they're there. Don't throw it away. It's not packing material. These are your storage pockets, okay? So don't throw them away when you get your kit. Now, we also did a coordinating set of polyglaze sheets for this because we know you guys love the polyglaze, and you get all of the greetings, you get lots of these big bold florals, you get lots of the wishing you, you get all of the single elements. There's 3 sheets in here, enough to make plenty of cards. This is sold separately. I didn't want to put anything like this in the kit because some people say, no, I'm not into foil. But for those of you that are into foil, you're going to love this. Now, I want to show you a couple cards that I made with this Wishful Florals. The first one I made is this one. This, I just used our Harvest Flourish stencil to create a little light background in there, and I put it right on our largest double-stitched and single-stitched oval. Stamped it all out in black and used that coordinating stencil set to color it in. Now, this stencil set is very unique because it creates splits in the flowers. So it almost creates like a pinwheel style flower. So if you want to do these flowers in the 2 colors like I did with that little line that comes down and separates them, then do them in separate colors. If you want it to all look like one color, then just use one color for both parts of the stencil. But isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I made another one here, just using not the big flowers, but I wanted to do one in reds. So I used red hot, and I used sweet mango, but then I used a coral reef card base because I felt like in areas where those colors overlapped a little bit, turned it into coral reef, and I felt like that all looked so pretty together. And I just kind of created a little cluster of flowers and leaves up here. I made a second one. I just flipped it around and glued it to the bottom of the card. I actually popped everything up with foam squares. You can see all the dimension. And then I added that big wishing you, and then I did peace on this one. So we have wishing you happiness, which I think this would be a really cool wedding card, and then wishing you peace. And then I did one more. I had to break out the polyglaze to show you what it looks like. So this one is all done with polyglaze. Look at that gold in there. Isn't that gorgeous? I just cut one side of this flower because I did it on an A2 card. So I didn't have enough space. When I do a 5x7, I want that other side of this flower. This one I just did both this way. And I colored it with the light carnation and the medium carnation, and then I used some of the spruces for the leaves. But you can see all of that gorgeous polyglaze, all of that shine that you get with that. So if you love the sparkle and shine, you have all the dies from the kit, and you can just cut these out and foil them away and create shiny versions of this beautiful design. All right, so I am going to show you how to use this stencil in an upcoming video. I'm not going to show you this tonight because I do have one more stencil. I'm not going to make a card tonight. I figure I made so many cards. You got to see 8 different cards, but I really wanted to demo things like the die cutting plate, like the stencil builder, and this final thing that I want to show you. And I don't think I have it here, but I have it in my open kit. So let's first take a look at my open kit. You can see I wanted to show you how the dies fit on that magnetic sheet. There they are, right? So they're on there. Pretty close to the layout of the stamp set. But it makes it, I was using it so I didn't put my greetings all in the right spots. But I would recommend putting your greetings all in the right spots. Oh, maybe I did. Did I do it this way? I don't even remember. I was working on this so hard that I just threw them back any which way. But it is nice that you don't have to overlap them if you don't want to. So this was my set. Now we have a brand new stencil that I have to show you. It is called Twirl It Checks. But it's not a twirl. I just called it Twirl It Checks because I was really into the whole twirl it phenomenon of the last one. But this is actually, I should have called it Shifted, but it sounded too shifty, so I didn't call it that. This is a very, very fun stencil to use, and I used it here in this card, and I also used it in this card. It's super easy to use. This is the last thing I'm going to show you, I promise. So I'm just going to get a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to just trim it down here just to show you what this looks like. Somebody said no more, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just cutting a quarter sheet of cardstock here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put this on the back, little tape on the back to hold it in place. Now, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to just lay it here. Now, I would trim this down after I'm all done with one of my master layouts die sets, or if you don't want to do that, you can just do it with a paper cutter. That's totally fine. Now I'm going to tape this down so it doesn't move. I want it to shift, but not yet. So let's just do some bright colors so we can really see this. I'll do some wild lilac here. Not wild lilac, medium lilac. So let me grab a brush. So I'm going to put some medium lilac here on this. Okay. And this makes a nice pattern all by itself. If you want to just stop here and have this nice check pattern, you certainly can stop right here. You don't need to do anything more than this because it's a very cool pattern. Okay. But now I'm just doing that much just so that you can see. Now look at this cool pattern. Isn't that pretty? Kind of reminds me of checkers. It'd be a fun kids pattern. It feels a little bit ginghamy, but more checks in there. Now, what I'm going to do, I just cleaned that. I am going to shift it so that I'm covering up the squares with the white squares. Okay, now they're not gonna cover perfectly. You don't want them to cover perfectly because this is the way we're gonna create our little stitched look. Okay, so all I did was shift it over a little. You could shift it this way too. Okay, now we're gonna pick another color. Let's do, what do I have here? Let's do turquoise sea. So we'll get some turquoise sea on here. Now I'm going to add turquoise sea into this. There we go. Good enough. And now you're going to get all the little stitches in between. Isn't that so cool? I love that. And depending on the colors that you use, you could almost make this look like pool tile if you wanted, like the bottom of a pool. But, you know, if you do what I did with this card and you go with the army colors, like the craft and maybe like a little spruce in there, it just gives such a nice look. It can be very masculine, it can be very fun and whimsical, it can be very soft and delicate if you want to use something like our lovely lavender and innocent pink. You can create a very beautiful, almost like a soft blanket look, maybe for a sympathy card or for a new baby. Do a little bit of yellow and pink. So many fun ways to use this stencil. Now you can also, you know, if you turn the stencil this way, you get the same kind of look but more diamonds instead of squares. So, you know, you could go on your cardstock like this and then just trim that panel out. So you could have the diamond look if you went that way. But I love the squares. Personally, I think that they are fantastic. Yes, red and gold paste for Christmas, Monica. Perfect. Maybe silver and gold, whatever. You know, all kinds of different things that you can do. You can put sprays through it. You can do all kinds of fun things. You can use Decofoil transfer gel through it and just have parts of it in foil and parts of it just with ink. The possibilities with this one are endless, and that's called Twirl It Checks. So it doesn't really twirl, but it shifts in a really cool way. Well, everybody, this was so much fun. I hope you guys had fun. I hope my demos helped. One more time, I'll show you all the cards that I shared tonight. Here they are. Let me zoom out so you can see them a little bit better. These are all kit cards. And then you saw all of our beautiful illustrators cards. And also make sure that you check in our Facebook group, because lots of our guest designers are in there sharing beautiful cards that they made. Don't forget, again, check out Jennifer McGuire's video so that you can see the fantastic stencil builder stuff that she did. And all of the products from our illustrators and the new kit and everything else are now available in our store at GinaKDesigns.com. We are already putting our reorder together for tomorrow morning. Things are going to take about 2 to 3 weeks to come back in stock. So if there's anything that did sell out, you can always add yourself to the Notify Me list, and you will get a notification once they come back in. Well, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We are so blessed to be able to spend this time with you. And Tom and I will be back on Thursday with another Stampin' Chat Live, and I'll be playing with the brand new kit. In the meantime, if you like this video, I'm just going to say it one more time. Don't forget, if you like this video, click the like button, because it really does help my channel, and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another video. Thank you guys all so much for being with us. Stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.